Hello friends, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to Fatafat series where we are going to discuss most important MCQs from industrial relations and labor laws, which is a very important component in UPSC, APFC examination as well as EO and AO examination, the notification of which has been recently released by the UPSC. So this is going to be the part first and more parts will come in the future. But guys, these are going to be the game changer for you. These MCQs are most important MCQs which have a high probability of being asked in the examination. So if you want to be an EOA officer or if you want to be an APFC, you must refer these MCQs. Believe me, they are going to help you in your selection. So without wasting much time, let's proceed. But before proceeding guys, an important thing that in EPFO AO examination of 2021, we had given the selection of 116 candidates. And guys, this year also we are ready to repeat the history for EO and AO examination and also for the APFC examination. So we are ready at our part. Are you ready? Do let me know in the comment box that yes, I am ready to be an EO or AO officer or to be an APFC. Right? Now guys, if I talk about this component, that is IR and labor law, so it consists of two sub-components, that is IR, industrial relations, and second is labor laws. So if I talk about IR, so it consists of relation, it comprises the relation between employer, the management and the employees, right? It includes wages, it includes workers' participation in management, it includes dispute between the management and the workers, etc., etc. So these all are the areas, are the part of this component, right? But if I talk about labor laws, so it consists of legislation component like Factories Act, like Payment of Wages Act. So all legislation part are the part of labor laws. So what we are going to do, we are going to cover MCQs from all these two sub-components so that this component, the component of IR and labor law can be prepared in its entirety. So without wasting much time guys, let's proceed. But before starting, if I'm repeating again and again that this component is important, so how do I know that this component is important? What is the proof that this component is important? So here you can see the biggest proof is the previous year questions, right? So if I talk about APFC examination of 2015, so one question was there from this component. But if I talk about 2012 examination of APFC, so 6 questions were there from this component. If I talk about 2021 examination of EPFO AO, so there 7 questions were there from IR and labor law. But guys, if I talk about 2017 examination, so 16 questions were there from IR and labor law. So you can understand the importance of this subject, importance of this component, right? So if you are seriously preparing for this examination and you have to compete with civil services aspirants, so this is the area where you can have edge over the civil services aspirant, because if I talk about GS component, if suppose you have not read the GS component, then it is very difficult for you to compete with UPSC aspirants. But this component is completely a new component and very important component where you can have edge, right? So if you are preparing this component very well, your selection chances will definitely be higher, right friends? Now, so this is about the importance of this component, which means you cannot skip this component. You have to strategize and you have to plan this component in such a way so that you can solve all the MCQs, all the questions asked in the examination from this component itself, right? So let's proceed to our question number first, right? The question number first is, in a tripartite system of industrial relations, which one of the following is not a function of the government? Your options are collecting taxes, make norms, rules and regulations, acts as regulatory body for industrial relations, and resolving the queries between employers and labor. Guys, you have to read the question carefully. The question is a negative question where you have to select which one of the following is not a function of the government in tripartite system, right? So you have to read the question carefully, because sometimes what we do not read the negative part and we generally commit mistake while attempting that particular question, right? So you have to tell what is the right answer. So right answer for this question is option number A, collecting taxes, right? So if I talk about tripartite system of IR, so that is the responsibility, the function of government does not include collecting taxes, right? So here you can see, here you can read the explanation. So here you can see guys, collecting taxes is not a function of the government as per the tripartite industrial relation system. In tripartite system of IR, government does these functions: make norms, rules and regulations, act as a regulatory body for IR, and resolving the queries between employers and laborers, right? And guys, here you can see here you can read about the tripartite system, right? Now let's move to question number 2. So question number 2 is collective bargaining is which of the following arrangement? Your options are bipartite, your options are tripartite, option number C is quadripartite, and number D is none of the above. So which of the following is correct? You have to tell, guys. So the right answer is option number A, that is bipartite, right? Now guys, here you can see that collective bargaining is a bipartite arrangement. Only two parties, namely management and employees, are required. The process of collective bargaining is bipartite in nature. That is, the negotiations are between the employers and employees without a third party intervention, right? Thus, collective bargaining serves to bridge the emotional and physiological gulf between the workers and employers through direct discussions, right? So these all are the part of IR subcomponent that we had just seen, right? Now let's move to question number 3. Question number 3 is the first National Commission on Labour submitted its report in which of the following year? Your options are 1965, 1966, 1968 and 1969. Which of the following is correct? So the right answer is, guys, option number D, that is 1969 is the right answer. So if I talk about the National Commission on Labour, so here you can see the first National Commission on Labour was set up on 24th December 1966 under the chairmanship of Justice P.V. Gajendra Gadkar. The commission submitted its report in August 1969 after detailed examination of all aspects of the labor problems, both in the organized and unorganized sectors, set up by executive order, right? So what we have done, we have given you additional information. So along with this, the answer of this particular question, you can get to know some additional information which are going to be helpful for your examination. So here you can see, you can read about Second National Commission also. So what are the important areas? If you read the explanation, guide, you have to read in its entirety so that you can cover multiple dimensions. So if I talk about this particular explanation, so here you can read about the year of setting up of first National Commission on Labour, the year of submission of its report, and the chairman of first National Commission on Labour. Similarly, you can read about the second National Commission on Labour also. So these all are the important areas which can be asked in the examination. So you have to read the explanation in such a way. That is why initially I have told you that these MCQs are going to be the game changer for you. You have to refer each MCQs and also the explanation provided with them, right? Question number 4 is prohibition to employment of children in factories is given under which of the following article of Indian Constitution? Guys, article based question, constitution based questions are very, very important area under this component, that is IR and labor. A lot of questions are there from the constitution itself, right? So you have to read the article very well so that you can address the question like this. So the question is prohibition or to employment of children in factories is given under which of the following article of Indian Constitution? Your options are Article 21, Article 23, Article 24 and Article 25. What is the right answer, guys? The right answer is option number C, right? So you can read prohibition of children employment in factories is given in Article 24 of the Indian Constitution. So Article 24 says that no child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory or mine or engaged in any other hazardous employment, right? The fundamental right against exploitation guaranteed to all citizens prohibits child labor in mines, factories and hazardous conditions. Right, guys? So the right answer is option number C, that is Article 24. Now, let's move to question number 5. So, question number 5 is which article of the Indian Constitution contains provisions with respect to workers' participation in management? This is a very, very important area under the sub-component of IR, right? So, that is why article related to constitutional provisions related to worker participation in management becomes very, very important, right? So, the options are Article 39, Article 40, Article 41 and Article 43A. So the right answer is option number D, that is Article 43A, deals with the provision with respect to the workers' participation in management. So if you read Article 43A, so there you can read secure participation of workers in the management of undertakings engaged in the industry. The state shall take steps by suitable legislation or in any other way to secure the participation of workers in the management of undertakings, establishments or other organizations engaged in any industry, right? So these all articles are very, very important. You have to read about it. Question number 6. From the labor law itself, So who is an adolescent as per the Factories Act 1948? Your options are who has completed 15 years of age but is less than 18 years, who is less than 18 years, who has completed 14 years of age but is less than 18 years, who has completed 16 years of age but is less than 18 years. Guys, these kind of questions are asked in the UPSC, APFC examination as well as EU and AO examination. So you have to read the legislation in such a way so that you can address these kind of questions. All important provisions you need to cover in order to answer these kind of questions, right? So what can be the right answer? And you can also see, guys, the options are very close, right? So if you have the clarity with respect to the provision, then only you can mark the right answer, right? So the right answer for this question is option number A, that is who has completed 15 years of age but is less than 18 years. Guys, you have to remember that it is asking about adolescent definition under the Factories Act 1948. So while reading the question, focus on the question, right? What question is asking basically? So it is asking about the adolescent and that too under the Factories Act 1948, right? So the right answer is option number A, that is who has completed 15 years of age but is less than 18 years. So if you read the provisions under Factories Act, so here you can see adolescent means a person who has completed his 15th year of age but has not completed his 18th year, right? So this is the definition given under the Factories Act 1948, right? Question number 7, guys. As per the Payment of Wages Act 1936, in case of termination of employment by the employer, wages earned by the person shall be paid before the expiry of which of the following? Your options are 7th working day after the date of such termination, 10th working day after the date of such termination, last working day of the month, or 2nd working day after the date of such termination. Which of the following is correct? So if you have clear idea, if you have clarity with respect to the provisions of Payment of Wages Act, then you can easily answer this question, right? Otherwise you can make this question wrong. So the right answer is option number D, that is 2nd working day after the date of such termination. So if you read the provision, this provision under the Payment of Wages Act, so there you can read that where the employment of any person is terminated by the employer, the wages shall be paid before the expiry of 2nd working day from the day on which his employment is terminated. So basically these kind of time related provisions are very important for EOAO as well as APFC examination, right? So you have to focus while reading the legislation that you should cover all these provisions related to time very well, right? So that you can easily address the question asked in the examination. Now friends, question number 8. So question number 8 is, as per the Payment of Wages Act 1936, which one of the following is the total amount of fine that can be imposed on any employed person in one wage period, right? Read the question carefully. Your options are 5% of the wages payable to him in respect of that wage period, 7% of the wages payable to him in respect of that wage period, 3% of the wages payable to him in respect of that wage period, 9% of the wages payable to him in respect of that wage period. So which of the following is correct, right? Again, I am repeating that if you have covered the provisions of Payment of Wages Act very well, then you can easily answer this question, right? So the right answer is option number C, that is 3% of the wages payable to him in respect of that wage period. So if you read the Payment of Wages Act, so there you can read the total amount of fine that can be imposed on any employed person in one wage period shall not exceed 3% of the wages payable in respect of that wage period, right? So I hope you are getting it what kind of questions are asked in the examination. So you have to read the provision accordingly, right? While covering the act, you have to focus on all the important provisions. Sections of the act are not important here, rather important provisions are very important, which you need to focus while covering the legislation. Now guys, question number 9. So under the provisions of the Payment of Wages Act 1936, no fine shall be imposed on any employed person who is under the age of which of the following? Your options are 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, or 18 years. So which of the following is correct? So the right answer is option number A, that is who is under the age of 15 years, right? So here you can see under the provisions of Payment of Wages Act, no fine shall be imposed on any employed person who is under the age of 15 years, right? So this is the provision with respect to the under the Payment of Wages Act, right? Now guys, question number 10 is homework question for you. So you all have to attempt this question and you all have to tell me the right answer in the comment box itself, right? So in the comment box you have to tell what is the right answer for question number 10, and this is a homework question for you. So you all have to participate guys. Do let me know, as per the provisions of the Payment of Wages Act 1936, no wage period shall exceed, options are 2 months, 3 months, 1 month or 6 months. So which of the following is correct, that you have to tell in the comment box itself, right? So guys, this is all about 10 MCQs, and we have launched the 3 courses with respect to APFC and EO examination, right? These are Master Pack, Test Series Plus course and Test Series course, right? So if you want to know about these courses in detail guys, you can call us on this number, or also you can send a mail hello@edutap.co.in, and also you can refer the link given in the description box below. So this is all for this session. We'll meet in another session. Till then, goodbye and happy learning, friends.